Hello, everybody.
Mr. Rogers! Mr. Will Rogers! Which one's Mr. Rogers?
The one chewing gum.
Mr. Rogers!
I hear somebody mention my name.
You're just the man I'm looking for. Go dig it, that's great! No wonder they made you ambassador.
The next morning, after an election, people don't come around and say, did you conduct a clean and dignified campaign? No, sir. They just come around and say, boy, did you win? That's politics in a nutshell.
Thanks, boys. I had no idea I'd ever get a welcome like this.
Hello, Peg. Hear about me going to Hollywood?
Yes, sir.
Orange logo. It says it's the wrong logo. The wrong color. Anyway, okay, I was waiting for the orange logo. They said that was when it starts. So welcome, everyone. My name is Jennifer Rogers Echeverry. I am a great-granddaughter of Will Rogers, and I want to welcome all of you to the 4th annual Dog Iron Awards Will Rogers Dog Iron Awards. So thank you all. It is my privilege to host this film festival and to honor this year's winners. We have had submissions from all over the country and even 2 foreign countries. That's pretty exciting. I want to first thank our sponsors, so give me just a second. Without these people, we could not have this evening. First of all, the Will Rogers Memorial Foundation. Without the hard work of the volunteers that are on our board, they give countless time and hours to make things like this happen. So a huge thank you to the Memorial Foundation. We also want to thank the Cherokee Nation Film Office, the Will Rogers Motion Picture Pioneers Foundation, Rogers State University TV, and Rogers State University Radio. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. As you look around, you will notice that we are in the historic Will Rogers Memorial Museum, located in Claremore, Oklahoma, the heart of Cherokee Nation. This beautiful facility was built in 1938 and tells the story of America's cowboy philosopher, my great-grandfather, Will Rogers. This festival is in the spirit of Will, who encouraged people to live their dreams, and he always supported those throughout the film industry. Our other host tonight, and I'm so excited to have, what do you call it? Not co-host, trio host? Trio host. You don't see that on the Oscars, do you? And I'm excited to introduce Bart Taylor. Bart is our interpreter here at the museum. You'll see him welcoming guests and doing rope tricks. He maybe will even, I don't know, did you bring your rope? Yeah, I've got it right there. All right, he can do a rope trick tonight. He's amazing. So Bart will be sharing and co-hosting, trio hosting tonight. And then I'm very also excited to announce my dear special friend, Academy Award-winning actor, Barry Corbin. So, yeah. So, little housekeeping rules. As we proceed, if your film is chosen, the winner of the Dog Iron Award, immediately after it's chosen, a short clip will be shown. And then we would like you to come up and say a few words and accept your award. Some of our finalists are from around the country, so as soon as that award is mentioned, a lot of them have submitted their own recordings who were not able to make it tonight. So let's get started with our first category, which is 14 and under shorts. Announcing the winner of the 14 and under shorts category is an actor from Beverly Hills Cop 2 and from the TV show Yellowstone, just to name a few. Also another dear friend of mine, Mr. Rudy Ramos.
Hello, my name is Rudy Ramos, and I am here to present the winner of the 14 and under shorts category. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Award for under 14 category is, I love this title, Butterfly Playground, directed by Bryn Wright. Congratulations to you, Bryn. Best of luck to you.
This is a story about our friend Kavita.
She was one of our best friends and loved to explore. Sometimes she had trouble with an activity, but that's okay. We just played something else.
Our favorite game was something Kavita called Whatever You Want. No rules, just do whatever you want.
Do we have anyone here to accept the award on their behalf tonight? If not, we'll accept it and we'll make sure that they get it in the mail first thing Monday morning. Thank you so much. Another round of applause. I'm going to turn it over to my trio coast number 2, Mr. Bart Taylor, to announce the next winner.
All right, guys, how we doing? Woo! Yeah, got one woo, got a couple clacks. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here this evening. Thank you, Rudy, for the comments, and as his third time with us this year. Will had a love, obviously, of movies, and he made 71 movies. He worked with John Ford, the John Ford, before John Ford made any with John Wayne. And so we love that connection to older Westerns. It starts with Will Rogers. John Ford made 3 comedies with Will Rogers before he ever made a Western with John Wayne. And of course, Will would make 50 silent movies and 21 talking pictures before he passed in 35. I see some people looking at each other like, hey, I just learned some facts, right? It's pretty good. Our second category tonight is 15 through 18-year-olds, short films. We had some really good submissions. Announcing the finalists, and the winner of the category is once again our friend Rudy Ramos.
Hello, my name is Rudy Ramos, and I am here to present the finalists for the 15 to 18-year-old category. The first nominee is Found, directed by Gabe Seaton. Match Point, directed by Sandy Sabu. And The Time We Were Living In, directed by Asali Eccles and Montgomery Samuel Thomas. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Award is Match Point, directed by Sandy Sabu. Congratulations, Sandy.
They have to push it. So like we said against Woodward, be confident, take your shots. Feeling great. We're about to go win our next championship, so we're feeling great.
You win with humility. If you lose with dignity. Shake your hand with your opponent, move on to the next match. Okay, this is a day of memories. This is a competition. Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose.
Whether it's down the line, whether it's cross court, whether it's net serve, just commit, be positive, just keep it going. Don't let any setback or any point take you out of the game. Well, let's go, Trojans. Are we ready? Yes? Make sure the guys are watching. Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys! Let's go. Let's go, Uni boys. Let's go, Uni boys. Right here.
Uni on 3! 1, 2, 3! Uni!
Thanks again for Rudy, like I said, helping us out for the third year in a row here with the Motion Picture Festival. Our third category tonight is animated shorts, and announcing the winner of this year's animation shorts category is Bruce Boxleitner, who was in the movie Tron and the TV show Babylon 5, as well as many other roles. Here is Bruce Boxleitner.
I'm also here to present the animation category. The finalists for the animation shorts categories are Morris Morose, directed by Maureen M. Miller, and Knitting Warrior, directed by Yiru Chin. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Award is Knitting Warrior. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you so much for that one. All right, our next category is documentary shorts, and announcing the finalists and the winner of the documentary shorts category is our good friend to my left, Barry Corbin. Let's give him a round of applause.
Well, it was a very nice welcome. Thank you. Our next category is documentary features. I'm going to talk a little bit about my movie career because they tell me I have to. My first movie was a thing called Urban Cowboy. Before that, I was a stage actor, what we call a starving actor, for about 15 years in New York, all up and down the East Coast, working every contract in equity. Well, I finally got a call after I'd been in California for 2 years from my agent saying that I had an audition for a movie called Urban Cowboy. Well, I'd heard about this movie. I didn't know anything about it, but I went in and read for him and didn't hear anything for about 3 weeks. Then I got a call. My agent said, well, they lost all your information. They want to hire you to do this movie. And they'll send you, they want you to come in and meet the star, who was John Travolta. Well, I'd seen him in Welcome Back, Kotter, which was not really a cowboy show. And I heard that he did, what was that thing where he played the dancer on, anyway, I heard about that. My brother-in-law told me that it was a very nice New York family drama where they cussed a lot, which is what they do in New York, apparently. And anyway, I went in and met him and met John Travolta, and he was very nice. He said, we're going to have a lot of fun. I said, yeah, I imagine you are. Because nobody had offered me anything yet. And the director said, well, go down to wardrobe and leave them your boots. I was wearing some old ragged, wore-out boots and a hat that was all misformed and stuff. Leave your hat and pick up a new pair of boots and a new hat. Well, I went over and they gave me a new pair of Tony Lama Lizard boots and a nice resist-all hat. And I thought, well, that's a sneaky way to get my clothes. So I wore them around for a while, and then they called me and said, you go out to California, go out to Houston, and they're going to have rehearsals. So by this time, I have kind of an idea that I'm hired. So my agent tells me how much I'm making. I said, is that good? And she said, well, no, but it's good for the first one. And so that's what I did. I flew out to Houston, and they handed me a wad of money. And I thought that was my pay. It was my per diem. So I lived on that while I was doing the movie and just had the pay sent to my bank. Since then, I've become a spendthrift, but back in those days, I just had the money sent to the bank. I got back home and I bought a house. So it was pretty good money if you don't spend any. And so we had a great time on that movie. Then I got cast in a TV show called Dallas, playing the sheriff, and I arrested everybody in the Ewing clan except Miss Ellie. You can't arrest Miss Ellie because she never did anything, right or wrong or any other way. But all the rest of them were pretty bad customers. So anyway, that's my whole acting career. Now let's get on with the stories here. Our next category is documentary features. Our next category tonight, I get the envelope. I can't hardly read, you know. I was educated, but my eyesight's going. Here we go. The finalists for documentary shorts categories are Rick Bartow, The Man Who Made Marks, directed by Nanette Kelly. Glenn Chase, I'm Batman, directed by Steve Seipert. And The Battle of Honey Springs, directed by Brian Beasley. And the winner of tonight's Dog Iron Award is Rick Bartow, The Man Who Made Marks. Congratulations. Is anybody here to accept the award? Please come up.
Nanette had a few words. She's in California and she couldn't make it. So she sent a couple of her Osage relatives here to accept in her behalf. She sent a few words. Nanette says, thank you to the Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival for this honor within the ancestral Osage territory of our Chief Claremore. Our people are from his band, and within the Cherokee Relations borders where her grandmothers finished the trail. She says, go RSU's communication Hellcats, so sorry. I'd like to also say we are the great-granddaughters of former Chief Fred Lookout, who was chief during the recent filming of the motion picture Killers of the Flower Moon, which just filmed in Pawhuska. He was chief during that time, so it should be released in 2023, and I hope that you all will say it. And thanks again for Nanette Kelly.
I'm a red rooster, listen to him crow. Gonna buy me a red rooster just to listen to him crow. Gonna wake up everybody up and down the road.
As you know, Rick loves birds. He had such a deep connection to birds of all kinds, and especially out here in this region, there is so many raptors, eagles and kestrels and hawks sitting on the wires waiting for their snacks. That, I think, was his big connection to Crow Shadow and the Umatilla Reservation, was those birds that he saw.
Our next category is, well, I think we just did that. Our next category tonight is American Indian, First Nations, Indigenous Shorts. Announcing the winner of the American Indian, First Nations, Indigenous Shorts category is writer and actor Joey Clift. He's written for Looney Tunes, Lego Ninjago, and
we're back on this one. Sorry, it's documentary features.
Documentary features, okay. I thought we just did that. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, documentary features. Now, let's, didn't we just do that?
We did shorts. These are the longs.
Oh, okay. Okay, documentary features. Talk about your movie career and get on below. Okay. Here we go. There we got it. Now, let's see what that is. That's, y'all write a confusing script here. The finalists for documentary features category are The Innocents, directed by Wojciech Lorink, The Price of Legacy, Wrestling with a Dynasty, directed by Sergio Valenzuela, and Modoc Nation, an untold story of survival, directed by Stephen Higginbotham. And the winner of this Dog Iron Award is The Price of Legacy, Wrestling with a Dynasty. Congratulations. Have we got anybody to accept that?
These teenage wrestlers have been sacrificing and preparing for this moment since they could walk.
I'll never forget, I was doing a radio show with Zach Lancaster, and we were calling the semifinal matches on Friday night. And if you've been in the sport long enough, you know that that's the round that really, in most cases, determines who the champion is going to be.
To accept this award? Well, we will have it shipped to the winner, and we congratulate you. All right, now, our next category tonight is American Indian, First Nations, Indigenous Shorts. I just said that. I'll say it again. Announcing the winner of the American Indian, First Nations, Indigenous Shorts category is writer and actor Joey Clift, who has written for Looney Tunes, Lego Ninjago, and he submitted a film last year that won a Dog Iron Award with his film, My First Native American Boyfriend. Here is Joey Clift.
The finalists for the American Indian, First Nations, and Indigenous Shorts categories are Rick Bartow, The Man Who Made Marks, directed by Nanette Kelly. Can Archaeology Repair Its Past with Indigenous America, directed by Victoria Sutton. And The Battle of Honey Springs, directed by Brian Beasley. Before I get to the winners, I just have to say, I actually won this award last year, and it has not gone to my head one bit. Oh wait, there's an itch on my forehead I've got to scratch. All right, there we go, I got it, there we go, yeah. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Award is Rick Bartow, The Man Who Made Marks. Congrats, that's so amazing. Don't let this go to your head like it did me.
I'm a red rooster, listen to him crow. Gonna buy me a red rooster just to listen to him crow. Gonna wake up everybody up and down the road.
As you know, Rick loves birds. He had such a deep connection to birds of all kinds, and especially out here in this region, there is so many raptors, eagles and kestrels and hawks sitting on the wires waiting for their snacks. That, I think, was his big connection to Crow Shadow and the Umatilla Reservation, was those birds that he saw.
I got to just say a couple things really quick that just happened. Those last two categories were two that I was asked to fulfill with some celebrities. And they couldn't say the names, and they were embarrassed to say the names. They didn't want to butcher the names, so they wouldn't do it. And so I went on Google. I did so much homework to try to say Von Schack. And it's not even spelt anything like it sounds. It's Polish. And you did it. I'm like, so that was, I can't believe it. I'm just like so impressed right now because I literally spent days trying to figure this out. And then I was like sending the audios to them and they're like, nope, I'm not going to be known to butcher somebody's name. So it was meant to be yours. So that worked out perfect. Honestly, that was amazing. Okay, our next category is American Indian First Nations Indigenous Feature. Announcing the winner of the American Indian First Nations Indigenous Shorts, and you say that 5 times, is a local actress and the host of the new show Oklahoma Talent that focuses on actors and actresses from Oklahoma. I had the pleasure of sitting with her for a little bit today and learning more about that. Please welcome the co-chair of the Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival and proud Muskogee, Lee McCormick.
Thank you. It says Lee gets the envelope. Okay. It also tells me to talk about Native American films today. As Jennifer said, I am a proud Muskogee. I live in Cherokee Nation, and so I get accused of being Cherokee all the time, but I don't take it personally. But what I wanted to talk about with the Native American representation in movies and stuff, I feel like there's a tide turning. Everyone knows the history of, or I'm assuming everyone knows the history of, like, in Westerns, a lot of times there were Italian people playing natives, or there were non-native people playing natives, and brown face or red face, whatever you want to call it. And the stories in Westerns were always that the natives were the savages and attacked people and all that stuff. But I feel like that tide is changing, and I don't know If you all have seen Reservation Dogs, it's a new TV series that was shot in Okmulgee and Tulsa and places. And if you haven't seen it, it's a really good TV series. It's really funny. I think it's good that it's changing because I want you all to know we're not serious. Native Americans are not serious, you know. We're not serious at all. And so it's really hard to watch something with us being portrayed seriously because we're not. We're just goofy. But anyway, I think every culture needs to be portrayed accurately, and I'm just happy that things are coming out that, like with Prey, Amber Midthunder, if you all like the Predator series of films, Amber Midthunder did a great job in the movie Prey. Also, I think it's changing the way people think all natives look, because like Joey's a friend of mine that was on a while ago announcing, and he's native, but he doesn't look any more native than I do, you know, but we are. But Joey, by the way, I have to talk about him. There is a cartoon TV series for kids on, is it Netflix? Called Spirit Rangers. It just came out October 10th. And that is the cutest show. You guys have got to see it. It's very positive, very uplifting. It's very bright. And it's geared toward little kids, like pre-K age, but it's really cute. And I learned a lot from the first episode. So, but just so you guys know, it's on Netflix, and Joey writes on it. Also, there's a new show coming out, it came out, called Alaska Daily. It's on, I want to say ABC, huh? I think it's on ABC. It has Hilary Swank. I actually read for her part, but anyway, I didn't get it. She got it. But it's about a newspaper in I started to say Albuquerque, in Alaska, in Anchorage, and it talks about the murdered, missing, and indigenous women situation up there. And so it's not just about whoa, people are missing, you know. It's not that. It's a very good, very full-bodied TV series. I think you all would like it. But I have a friend that writes on that. Her name is Vera Starbird, and she wrote and created Molly from Denali, if you guys know about that show that's on PBS. So there's a lot of really good Native writers coming out, a lot of really good Native directors, actors. The actors, we've always been here, and through COVID, I can't even tell you how many different plays I did on Zoom. And if you think meeting somebody on Zoom's hard, try doing a play on Zoom. But there are so many of us native actors out there, and just watch us because we're coming out. Anyway, okay, I'll get off my soapbox. And the envelope is opened. American Indian Feature. The finalists of the American Indian First Nations Indigenous Feature categories are Modoc Nation, An Untold Story of Survival, directed by Stephen Higginbotham, and Bring Her Home, directed by Leah Hale. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Awards is Bring Her Home. Congratulations.
Hello everyone, my name is Leah Hale and I come from the Dakota and Dene Nations. I am the producer and director of Bring Her Home. I would like to thank the Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival for being recognized as this year's Best American Indian Indigenous Feature. I would like to express how thankful my production team is to be honored with such an award. We truly appreciate the opportunity to shed light on the missing and murdered Indigenous women epidemic, and we hope this film can serve as an empowerment tool to communities across Indian country. Thank you all again for this honorable recognition. Pidamiaye. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Leah. Our next category is comedy shorts. If there was one thing about Will Rogers that was good, Will Rogers was good at, it was comedy. Once he started talking on stage, people loved to hear what he had to say. Will joked about everyone, but the great thing about him is that it was never done with malice. Will's most famous quote might be, "I've joked about every prominent man of my time, but I've never met a man I didn't like." Announcing the winner of Comedy Shorts category is Wyatt McCrae, who is the grandson of actor Joel McCrae and performed in movies with Will Rogers. Wyatt also serves on the foundation here of the museum.
Oh, man. Oh, you're back? Well, I'm still here, and I got one more thing I'm supposed to do. I got to present the award for this year's Comedy Shorts. The finalists for this year's Comedy Shorts are Too Many Tylers, directed by Ethan Woods Dennis. Yesteryear, directed by Joshua M. Thomas. And WUBLO, Weird, Unidentified, Baby-Like Organism, directed by Matt Pierce. Oh man, and the winner for this year's Dog Iron Award is Too Many Tylers. Congratulations.
You said you might be seeing me again.
I guess I did. How's dinner going?
Food's decent, company's questionable.
Better now?
I think so. How's your evening been, Tyler?
Sorry, did you say Tyler?
Yeah, I did.
You heard me wrong. My name's Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor. Is that a problem?
No. So, no Tylers anywhere in your name?
No.
Okay. Do we have any representation from this? Too Many Tylers. Looks cute, though. That looks like a good movie. Okay, well, we'll make sure that this goes along out to minutes. Okay. All right. Next time, we're going to have this room filled. All right. Thank you, Wyatt. Our next category is comedy features. Will Rogers rose to prominence with comedy features in the 1930s. He had been in 50 silent movies, but it was the talkies that cultivated his movie career. People could finally hear Will Rogers' voice, and it was his ability to communicate that made him so popular. Announcing the winner of comedy feature category again is Wyatt McCrae. Let's see if he laughs his way through this one.
Oh, hi, folks. I'm Wyatt McCrae. Oh, my gosh. That's the funniest thing. Oh, let me get serious about this. I'm sorry. I'm here to present the comedy feature. The finalist for the comedy feature category is WWJR, When Will Jesus Return, directed by Stevie Fernandez. A Gift for All Ages, directed by Russell Webb and Alicia Zalaki. And You and What Army, directed by Jim Menza. And the winner for this year's Dog Iron Award is A Gift for All Ages. Congratulations.
And what of our Nick?
industrious fellow. Hardly time for company anymore.
And doing what, if I may ask?
His behavior has become rather odd in these shorter days.
Any new revelations?
Obtuse. Charming, as always. Out mostly, insisting that his responsibilities need attending.
Well, I have attended to my own discoveries, dear.
UPS is going to be a little busy. All right, I think next we've got little Bart. Oh, yeah. All right.
All right. You guys still with us out there? Oh, yeah. A woo, just a woo. Okay, and a woo. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight. Our next category is narrative shorts, and this category had the most entries, and there were some really good ones that was put in here. I watched a bunch of them. They're great. So just confirming here. Announcing the winner of the narrative shorts category is once again our friend, Bruce Boxleitner.
Good evening. I'm Bruce Boxleitner, and I'm here to present the award for the narrative shorts category. The finalists for the narrative shorts categories are Launch, directed by Vince Williams. Spirit of the Cinema, short film, directed by Zach Fox. And Misophonia, directed by Angel Alvarez. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Award is Spirit of the Cinema, a short film. Congratulations.
I'm an old dog who won't learn new tricks. Then stay. Help me keep this place alive. You can learn the new tricks. I don't wanna. Then stay for Olivia. She could use all the help she could get. No, it wouldn't be the same. It's time for me to go.
Representative up here. Would you like to come say something, Zach? Give him a round of applause. All right.
Thank you. Yes, I would love to. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much. I'd be remiss if I did not do this. That Tron just said my name, so I have to do this. I'm sorry. Just love Tron. And thank you to the Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival. This is fantastic. My previous film, Sea Salt Wind, was in the 2020 Virtual Festival, and I hate that I couldn't come out for that. And just thank you so much for putting this on. And the Will Rogers Motion Picture Association. My family and I have been in the movie business for 30 plus years in the movie theaters, so that organization has a big spot in our heart, and this is just fantastic. And thank you, Bart. Thank you, Tad. Thank you, everybody. This is fantastic. It's truly appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right. Our next category is the college shorts, right? That would be the one we're doing here, right? Okay, good deal. We always get some great college shorts, and the Will Rogers Memorial is right across from where? RSU, Rogers State University. Here's a little story for you. Rogers State used to be called the Oklahoma Military Academy, and Will Rogers took the OMA polo team all the way to California, and they beat Stanford's polo team. So right there, isn't that pretty cool? Pretty cool, right? All right. Nobody's here from the polo team, or we'd have them up here. So come on up. No, okay. Guys, we really appreciate Rogers State University. They've partnered with us for the last few years, showing the festival films on RSU TV and interviewing many of the directors on RSU Radio. So here we go for the college shorts. Can we get a drum roll? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I hate the silence. You got to have the drum roll, right? All right. And the drum roll. The finalists for the college shorts category are Cellmates, directed by Justin Jane. Strawberry Toast, directed by, Edjay Parzilantalo. Sorry about that. We'll see you after, and you'll correct me. Thank you. And hold your applause, directed by Cole Clark. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Award is, drum roll please, this one more. Cellmates. Let's give Cellmates a round of applause. Is there anybody from Cellmates? All right.
Angie, look, I don't want to be blunt or insincere, but your husband's dead.
This isn't his number anymore.
Thank you. You could have let an old woman lose her mind quietly, you know.
That doesn't sound like my idea of a good Saturday afternoon. I'm sorry I couldn't help more. I wanted to. It's just...
Things are complicated.
I won't bother you anymore. I just called because I wanted to say thank you.
Actually, can you help me? I'm in the store and do you have any recipes? Easy ones, I mean. It's been a while since I've had a kitchen.
Oh, Dominic, I've got recipes. The question is, what would you like to cook?
Thank you to the Will Rogers Memorial Museum Film Festival. This is an incredible honor. This film was made, it was a huge passion project for me. It took probably the better part of a year of my life to get this, script to screen. And I was a full-time student and working part-time while I was doing that. So the clip you just saw, the grocery store scenes, were shot from 9:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. with just like 4 friends, just, real run and gun stuff. So the fact that this is winning anything means a lot to me. And the film was also a dedication to my grandparents who have passed. They suffered from dementia, and that's a lot of the subject matter of the film. And so that just adds to the meaning of this. So thank you very much.
I've come up here to say Barry's up.
Well, I got to tell you a little story. Will Rogers and Joel McCrea worked together quite a bit. That's Wyatt's grandfather. And they worked for John Ford. Somebody once asked John Ford what it was like being directed by, what it was like directing Will Rogers. He said, "Are you crazy? Nobody directs Will Rogers." Well, Joel McCrea when he was a young actor, they were sitting in the buckboard, and Joel McCrea was studying his script, and studying everything real carefully. And Will Rogers reached over to him, grabbed the script, and said, "Forget about that. I'll say something. You say something, and then I'll talk a while, and then you say something else." So that's how Will Rogers worked. And when Joel McCrea bought a cattle ranch out what's now Thousand Oaks, California, Will came out to visit Joel McCrea and looked around the ranch. He said, "Well, at least I don't have to worry about you anymore." Anyhow, now here we go. Let's see. Our next category is made in Oklahoma shorts. Now, let's get a little civic pride here. The other way, you know. Now, Will Rogers was proud of Oklahoma. The land where Will Rogers Memorial Museum is sitting was purchased by Will and his wife Betty in 1911, expecting someday they could build a home and retire here. Oklahoma was always home to Will, and he loved coming back to see his family. Now, the Made in Oklahoma shorts. Let's see here. Randall's taking a picture, everybody over there. Now, let's see. What do we got? Finalists for the Made in Oklahoma shorts categories are Battle of Honey Springs, directed by Brian Beasley, A Little Dead, directed by Ben Richardson, and Lisa Green, directed by Brittany Stokes. And the winner of the Dog Iron Award is A Little Dead. Congratulations. I'd like to see that movie.
Hey, Grandpa. You do know that Grandma's been passed away for a few months, right?
Oh, she's only a little dead. This keeps her alive.
Grandpa.
Don't! Never remove the glasses until they finish.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's actually made of iron. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
I'm not gonna lie, they may have had Tron give them their award, but I had Barry Corbin give me mine. In person. This is an incredible honor. Thank you guys so much for giving A Little Dead this platform. When we made this, we had no idea where it would go or anybody that would be the audience. It also deals with dementia at its heart and mental awareness in the form of a horror film, because it is a horror. We just don't think it that way. I see a lot of films that cover it as a drama, but it's scary. It's scary for the family. It's scary for the person that's suffering from it. So thank you for giving it this platform. Thank you for watching it, and thank you so much to the Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival for this award. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, our next category is Made in Oklahoma features. There have been numerous actors from Oklahoma star in some of the biggest Hollywood features. Ron Howard, James Garner, Chuck Norris, Reba McEntire, and Bill Hader, just to name a few. And let's see here. Who we got? The finalists for the Made in Oklahoma feature categories are WWJR, When Will Jesus Return? Written by Stevie Fernandez. The Price of Legacy, Wrestling with a Dynasty, directed by Sergio Valenzuela. The Modoc Nation, An Untold Story of Survival, directed by Stephen Higginbotham. And the winner of this year's Dog Iron Award is The Price of Legacy, Wrestling with a Dynasty. Congratulations.
These teenage wrestlers have been sacrificing and preparing for this moment since they could walk.
I'll never forget, I was doing a radio show with Zach Lancaster, and we were calling the semifinal matches on Friday night. And if you've been in the sport long enough, you know that that's the round that really, in most cases, determines who the champion is going to be.
Is there anybody to accept this award? Well, we will make sure that it goes to the winner.
This next award is a very special award that we began the first year the Dog Iron Awards became 2 years ago. It is the Joel McCrea Lifetime Achievement Award. Joel McCrea, as you heard earlier from Barry, was a great friend of Will's, and Joel's first film, Lightning, he starred with Will Rogers. Joel went on to have a great career, and he was always appreciative of the support and friendship he received from Will. This award is from the Joel McCrea Ranch in California in honor of someone who has the same love and passion for films as Joel. This year's winner, this year's winner of the Joel McCrea Lifetime Achievement Award will be announced by his grandson, the grandson of Joel, Wyatt McCrea, from his home in California.
Good evening to all you fine folks gathered there in Claremore for this year's Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival Awards ceremony. My name is Wyatt McCrea, and I know you guys are going to have a great time back there this evening. I'm jealous I can't be there with you. You know, there's some great awards given out at this ceremony each year, but one of the most special is the Lifetime Achievement Award, given in memory of the great Will Rogers and his dear friend, Joel McCrea. And while I know Jennifer Rogers is there to physically present the award this year, I just wanted to say a quick congratulations to this year's recipient, my dear friend, Mr. Barry Corbin. Barry, I can think of nobody that epitomizes what this award stands for more than you. Your body of work and just the person you are is a true reflection of what Will and Joel stood for. Lisa and I are sorry we can't be there to help you celebrate in person, but we just wanted to say congratulations. We love you, my friend, and that dear wife of yours as well, and we look forward to seeing you down the trail sometime soon. Adios, amigo.
He's supposed to be watching right now, live on yes.
What? What have you been sleeping in that hat? You need to straighten that hat out, son. You're out. I know you're out in the Caribbean somewhere, but you're making a bad impression on us. We love you. We love your dad. We love Will. And let me look here. This is probably the greatest award anybody's ever given to me. Thank you. Two of my favorite people who've passed away, and two of my favorite people who are still alive, you and Jennifer. And and all this crowd out here, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, okay. They want to get this on.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
All right. Don't sit down, Barry, because you're presenting the last award of the evening. But I, you know, you mean so much to us here. When we started these awards 2 years ago, and we reached out to you, I think Wyatt may have been the one that reached out to you to join us that year, and you didn't. Oh, was it Leah? Okay, Wyatt doesn't get the credit for that one. Leah, thank you. There you go. But I know that you didn't bat an eye to come. That is a true story. He was here, and he said, absolutely, Will was one of my favorites. I'll do whatever I can to help. And ever since then, you've been just on board with everything that we're doing, and most recently with our new campaign to raise funds for the museum for a complete renovation. And you've let us use your name, and you've been so gracious. And we are just so proud to call you our friend here at the museum. And I know that Will would be just as proud. So thank you for everything that you do for us.
Anybody that's watching that's got deep pockets, send us some money here. We need some money. We're going to make this place a world-class museum. It already is. We're going to make it better. Send us some money. Thank you. Now, let's see here. Our last award. I'm getting so excited. I don't know. I'm just about to do a tap dance up here. Our last award for the night is the best film of this year's festival. The title of the award is called The Big Crinoline. The Big Crinoline is a rope trick that Will Rogers performed by spinning a giant loop. And it was a rope trick that first got his major job in show business in Texas Jack's Wild West show in South Africa. Now, if you've ever seen that picture where he's got his arm way up here and got the whole cast of the Ziegfeld Follies, and he's got that rope going all the way around all of them, that's like putting a refrigerator on the end of a rope and running it all the way around. It'll jerk a normal man's arm out of socket. But he did it. He did it repeatedly. And anyway, that's enough of that. Announcing the winner of the Big Crinoline Award and the best film of this year's Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival is an actor who is a Hollywood regular and been in films like Rush Hour, Cliffhanger, Wyatt Earp. Here for his second year of presenting this award is my old saddle pal, Rex Lynn.
Well, it's that time again. The Big Crinoline Award. Hi, everybody. I hope this finds you in great spirits and healthy and having fun. It's that time of year again. Pardon my dress. I didn't get time to dress up. I'm currently in the great state of New Mexico, up here in the mountains doing a little, speaking of filming, doing a little work. But I am absolutely honored to be asked again to give out the Big Crinoline. It's exciting this year as it was last year.
let's get to it. The finalists for this year's Big Crinoline Award, which of course is the top film of the Will Rogers Motion Picture Film Festival, are Cellmates, directed by Justin Jane. The Price of Legacy, Wrestling with a Dynasty, directed by Sergio Valenzuela. Boy, I love that name. I'm going to change mine. Rex Valenzuela. Man, that sounds good. Okay, and the third one. Woo! A Little Dead, directed by Ben Richardson. Now, come on. All three of these are fantastic. We know they are. You're all winners. There's not a loser here. Except for me, because I'm not getting any award. I wasn't nominated. So here we go. The winner is of the Big Crinoline. Drum roll, please. The winner of the Big Crinoline Award is A Little Dead. Woo! Congratulations to A Little Dead and Ben Richardson and family and company. Way to go. All of your winners, but we specifically congratulate Ben and A Little Dead. All right, everybody stay fun, have fun, and stay safe. Rex Lynn signing out.
Hey, Grandpa. You do know that Grandma's been passed away for a few months, right?
Oh, she's only a little dead. This keeps her alive.
Grandpa.
Don't! Never remove the glasses until they finish.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. This is very unexpected. Holy cow. This is a really amazing award. Wow, thank you so much to the Will Rogers Motion Picture Festival and to Tad and Leah and Barry and everyone. Oh my goodness. I didn't prepare anything because I didn't think this was going to happen. So, man, thank you guys so much for putting on this festival. Thank you again for giving A Little Dead the platform that it's had. Thank you for helping tell this story and keeping it alive. And boy, I just don't know what else to say, but thank you. Thank you.
On your next big budget picture, remember that there's an old guy that needs work. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for the 4th annual Dog Iron Awards ceremony. And congratulations to all the winners and finalists and all those selected for this year's festival. Will Rogers said, "America is the land of opportunity, and don't you ever forget it." This festival is just one more opportunity for people to live their dreams in the film industry. We thank all of those films that were submitted and participated in the festival, and we will do it next year. We'll close this festival with one last quote from Will Rogers. "Live your life so that whenever you lose, you're ahead." Take care. Thank you for watching the Dog Iron Awards. See y'all next year, and be careful going home.
Thank you all for coming tonight. If you did win an award, please come up to the stage so we can get a group photo and have a safe trip home.